Alaska Performance Partners. Count on performance, not promises. Hi, it's Larry with Alaska Performance Partners, and we're here to bring you another video on real estate. Today I thought we'd get a little nostalgia and go back some. I was originally licensed in 1979 here in the state of Alaska. At that time, you were given 2 sheets of paper and a pencil, went to a dark room to take your real estate test. Everything had to be written on your scratch paper, all your math, all your answers. It was all submitted to the state of Alaska, and it took about 6 weeks to get an answer back whether or not you passed or failed. They also only gave the test 4 times a year. Nowadays, the test can be taken almost daily. It's all online, and it's all multiple choice or true or false questions. It's a totally different world. Back in the early days when I first got into real estate, a listing from a seller was 1.5 pages, and an earnest money was a 1-page contract. Today, the advances we've made in real estate, a listing package is about 30 pages, and a earnest money is about the same, between 30 and 35, depending on how many disclosures are involved in the particular property. This is all from the advancement of technology and the changes we have made. We all know loan originators. We're all familiar with homestead mortgage, residential mortgage, and the different mortgage companies around town, and the banks and the credit unions. Back in the early days, you went to the bank and sold the loan to the bank after you'd written the contract with what interest you would pay and what the terms were. And once the bank agreed to it, then you took the whole package to the title company. We didn't have home inspectors. We didn't have loan originators. And we did all of this on our own. Through the years, of course, things have changed. We now have home inspectors, mechanical inspectors. We have loan originators where the loan is in place before you ever present an offer to the seller. In those days, we presented the offer and assured them we had a solid buyer, had good credit, and it wouldn't be a problem to get the bank to finance them. Nowadays, that is all done before we ever present an offer or even go to look at a property. In this day and age, you can't present an offer or even talk to a seller if you don't have your pre-approved financing in hand. A lot of the changes have been for the better for the consumer and actually for the seller too. They ensure the seller you have a solid buyer, and they also protect the buyer through the home inspection process and state of Alaska real estate transfer disclosure, so the buyer knows the same knowledge the seller does on the house that they're buying. So we just wanted to go back a little today and talk about the way things used to be 40 years ago when I first got my license. If we can help you in any way in real estate, please call Alaska Performance Partners and talk to Larry, Krista, Karen, Amanda, or Alex. 907-229-8999.